Hi, these comments are for A. I'm using your initials for privacy purposes, right? So I think a few weeks ago you came to me, you said, hey, I need to get 79 or higher on the Toefl exam to get admitted into a university. Can you recommend the right plan to help me reach my score? I said, what is your current practice test? You said, I don't know. So I sent you to take a full-length IBT practice test, which you did. And now we found out. So it's as you've recommended, I took a practice test and my final score is 55. And wow, it wasn't easy. Some tasks were huge surprises and the time limit was unexpected. In short, I was completely unprepared and knew nothing about the strategy of the test. So I'm 100% sure I can do way better on a real exam after the lessons with you. And this is why you want to take a practice test, right? A full-length practice test. You take the whole exam at the same time, exactly like the Toefl exam. And this gives you a realistic kind of idea of where you are. Okay, so, and you learn a little bit about the structure and the format of the test as you already did. Now, my recommendation is after you finish my course, I think the 3-month Toefl course is probably the best fit for you because you want to go from 55 to 79. That's going to take some work and some practice over time. So that's my recommendation. You say, these are requirements from the university. I think you want to put here, I am applying to. Regular admission score is 79 with no subscore below 17. Provisional admission, a score of 60 to 78. Note, we do not accept the Toefl MyBest Superscore. The deadlines are November 1st, early action, and then after February 1st, and then the website says, however, the number of qualified applicants has exceeded available space in recent years, so students should apply by November 1st to ensure highest consideration. Most students enter in the fall semester. According to other semesters, it may be limited. I think what that means is, even though their minimum score is 79, they're saying that they have more qualified applicants that meet that goal than space available. So I think that you want to have a higher score. That's going to increase your chances of getting admitted into that school. That's my recommendation there. Is I would advise you to try to shoot for over 90. Because then that puts you in a better spot. So even though there's a lot of qualified applicants who have 79 or higher, your score is 90 or 95, which kind of makes it easier to choose you over someone who has a score of 81 or 79. Okay, it says, I really don't understand what is provisional admission. So my goal is 79 just in case, and deadline is November 1st. Let me show you what that means. Provisional admission says the college has accepted you provided you meet some additional requirements. This usually means that you're allowed to enroll, but you have to maintain a certain GPA in your first year of study. So I think what that means is, but you need to check with the admissions exactly to find out what it means, but it looks like they'll accept you even if your score is below 79. But then that first year, you have to have a certain GPA that you have to meet. That's kind of what it says. But again, they have more qualified applicants than they have space. So I doubt they're going to be admitting anybody with these scores here. But that's kind of what provisional admission means. They accept you even though you're lower than what is required based on certain criteria that you have to meet later on. Okay, the next step is let's take a look at your practice test scores that you took so I can give you a little bit more feedback there. Okay, I'm looking at your overall. So your overall score is 55, right? So you had 15 points on the reading, you had 15 points in the listening, you had 11 points in the speaking and then 14 points in the writing for a total of 55. So you didn't really meet your subtotal requirements in any area, and the one that's the farthest from where you want to be, or the one that's the furthest from where you want to be is the speaking, right? So you want to go from 11 to 17, so that's 6 points improvement on the speaking. You have 3 points improvement on the writing, and then 2 points each improvement on the reading and the listening, right? So I'm not going to recommend my speaking or writing boot camp courses. Those aren't the right courses for you, because you need to focus on all of your language skills, right? So my recommendation is the 3-month Toefl course. I will put this into the email for you. I think that's the best situation for you. You got a long road here. What you want to be doing is spending about 3 hours every day, Monday through Saturday. Try to pick one day you can take off each week. And even on that day, maybe watch some movies, read the newspaper, practice your English, but just don't use my course. But I would spend about 3 hours every day at the 7-step system focusing. Remember that my course helped you in many areas. For example, you'll get the most very important vocabulary practice, pronunciation practice, grammar practice, reading, listening, speaking, and writing practice. You want to go through each of those areas each week and practice lessons in each section. As you do practice in those 7 areas, it begins to boost your academic English skills, and then pretty soon, after about 3 months, you should be high enough to get that score that you're trying to get admission into the university. But my advice again to you is shoot for a much higher target score than 79, and that way it improves your chances of getting admitted into that university. So if you're looking at 79, maybe set a goal for 99 or even 100, and then work super hard to get toward that goal, and hopefully you'll be at least 79 when at the end of the 3 months. All right? And those are my comments for you. Again, check in the email. You will see the 3-month Toefl course option. And by the way, it's not very expensive right now. It's on sale. All right, thank you.